So.
She's chill, man.
Yeah.
She's just ruling. She has a lot of energy, but she falls into a real good rhythm in the van. When she's all like when I got her, she acclimated really quickly to the van, and I'd take her on really short trips, like overnight trips, and see how she did, like sleeping in the van, or if she got too rambunctious. I also introduced her to every kind of person and animal possible as soon as I got her, so she has no fear of anyone. She got beat up by a cat named Walter in Austin yesterday, though, which was really amazing. Or this morning. Days become so long on the road. But she's great, and she helps keep me healthy because, you know, on tour you can become lethargic and just eat crappy food. But I have to wake up early and walk her for an hour. And then as soon as we get to the show, I load in, sound check, and go on another hour-long walk. So it's great. I'm still getting 2-hour walks, which, you know, sounds really funny, but the older you get, and especially living this kind of way, that shit is what will keep you alive longer. Getting your heart moving instead of just sitting in a van eating McDonald's, you know, or taquitos.
And shit stuck in your teeth.
Yep.
What's your favorite place to tour? Just randomly. Or not favorite place to tour, favorite place to play.
I don't have one.
Don't have one?
No. Because I feel like I find something good in every place I go. Yeah, some people roll around and they just look for bad things in people and places. I do that sometimes, but I really, I don't know why I focus forward. I'm pretty content wherever I go. There's some places that aren't my favorite places to be, but Dallas, Texas is not a place that I love to be. I'll be completely honest. It's not like when I'm looking at my routing, I'm like as excited to come to Dallas, Texas as I am Asheville, North Carolina. And mainly that has very little to do with the cities, and it has everything to do with the people who live in the cities. I have no family here. I have no one that I've always stayed with here. I've had no one that I've built a relationship with over the last 15 or 20 years. So the city becomes unfamiliar to me. Where, say, Asheville, North Carolina is the polar opposite. I have family there. I have loved ones. I have homies. I have people. I have places to stay. I can walk down the street and see 10 friends in a daytime. You know what I mean? And go and do shit and wander to the river or go down to train yards or, you know, make a fire and drink some beer or whatever, you know. So with that said, it's never meant as disrespectful. It's just I don't have the relationship. And that's how I feel everywhere I go. When I'm in Munich, Germany, I'm stoked because I have good friends there. London, love it. Sao Paulo, Brazil, love the city, but don't have like a home base. You know, Sydney, Australia versus Melbourne, like them both. San Francisco versus LA. Used to hate LA, hated it. And now one of my best friends in the world lives there. So now I love being in LA, where before I abhorred the place. But all my close friends from San Francisco moved to the East Coast, so now I feel abandoned and lost there. You know what I mean? So it's just the circles and cycles of touring. So that kind of question really is valid, but it lacks validity.
Right.
Because it's endless.
So it's kind of like a...
Because it's always going to change.
Yeah, it's like a home is where your family is.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
Not really where you hang your hat.
Right.
Which is what most people would like to think.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of your music's driven by friends and family and
Yeah.
you know, really, really tight bonds that you have.
Which is funny because, as I said, at home, I'm so
Yeah.
drained when I get there. I call it making my rounds, man. I gotta catch up with the people that I love once a week, all of them. Whether it's going and having coffee at Crossroads with Robert Cataldo on Saturday morning, or going by my old bandmate Bo's place to visit, you know, him and his son, or going out to my sister's place to see my niece Grace Ann and my sister. You know, it's like I gotta do it once a week and see everyone. And I think it does drive me because I care and love those people so deeply, you know.
Yeah, I respect the hell out of that.
Yeah.
Like, He's my brother. Like
I know.
we're close. Yeah.
Really nice. The Hernandezes.
Yeah, we're a real close knit family, and I have a feeling that a lot of problems that go on in people's lives are because they don't have that, tight family friend bond going on. They're always looking after themselves.
Yeah, our cultural upbringing makes us alienated too.
Right.
So having a strong family base to begin with is a good thing. Where my family base wasn't incredibly strong, grew up in the suburbs with 2 working parents type of thing. But then when things show up like babies, everybody really comes the fuck together. And shit, I've been lucky. I've seen both sides. I've gone long periods without really talking to my folks in any way, shape, or form, and now we're closer than we ever have been. So and age helps.